What up, Beefcake Sensei here today with a sprint. Potentially, I might be doing cleans later. I haven't decided yet, but for sure, I'm doing sprints today. I'll kind of just do a full workout, and you guys can watch and enjoy. So, let's do this. All right, so this is the warm up that the guy that's coaching me gave me. It's pretty straightforward. We start off with some walking on our toes. I'm slightly worried that there might be a track meet here today. Back and forth, about 10 yards. I'm doing heels, walking on my heels. So I guess I'll talk about how I'm feeling training for this combine coming up in May 24th. Overall, I feel good. I knew that I would be stretching and pushing myself in order to get into good enough shape for this thing. I have no sprinting background, and I'm essentially teaching myself. Well, I'm getting coached, but I'm trying to learn how to sprint properly. That's one of the big things they look at this combine, according to a member of the current USA team that I chatted with. So they're looking at technique. Prior to 4 or 5 weeks ago, my technique was terrible. And so that's one of the main things I've been working on, specifically my foot strikes. And then all the other stuff, posture, driving. Driving from the start has been one of the main things I've been working on. So what's kind of like the high, we'll do some high lows. The high of this whole thing is I ran a 4.74 40, and that was only the third or fourth time I'd ever even ran a 40. So I feel like that is a pretty significant number. But realistically, I asked the guy I know, and he said, that's on the team, and he said that kind of the minimum that I would need is a 4, like the 4.6s, low 4.6s. And so that's still a lot. It's a lot of time I need to shave off still. I'm a believer. I'm kind of an optimist, so I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to sweat. I can't sweat it. I'm going to focus on what I can control, which is my effort, how I take care of myself, my mindset going into sessions. So today I have only 4 15 yards accelerations. And yeah, I had a breakthrough this last weekend with like specifically my positioning, not standing up too quickly. And yeah, okay, I gotta go get my son. A lot of these, the warm-up is focused on learning how to move properly, proper sprint mechanics. And one of the primary things that I have noticed about myself is, so I have a history of getting shin splints. And I'm realizing that is in large part to my mechanics, specifically striking with my heels. And since I've really improved those, shin splints have pretty much gone away. So that's exciting. Also, another purpose is just to become more elastic. More layman's terms would just get that pop in your step. We all need that pop, you know what I'm saying? Family affair today. Mama's got baby and toddler on the bike, and she's getting her steps in. The toddler gets the bike, baby gets to nap, dad gets to sprint. It's kind of perfect, I think. Usually it is. Well, guys, I'm just breathing. You watch this whole thing. Some butt kicks. Okay, next got some imaginary box jumps, just pretending to jump over something. Those feel so much more springy than they did at the start of Operation Natty Clydesdale, which is kind of cool. Now I gotta do the one-legged version, which is still not great, but oh, nice. Okay. I think doing one-legged jumps like that has brought to my attention is like learning how to use my whole body to propel me up and forward as opposed to just the strength in one leg. It's like kipping or cheating, but it's actually how you're supposed to move. Nice. Bounding is one of my favorite warm-ups. But when I first started, I hated these. Okay, you ready? You ready? One point I'm working on is not letting my heel touch when I do that. Building in the proper foot striking patterns. These have been probably one of the most instrumental warm-ups, movements, drills that has helped me understand how proper striding and striking feels. I felt so clunky prior to learning these things, but the difference is this makes me feel like I'm gliding. So it's straight leg, and you're just striking underneath. I'm gonna start off going slow, and then do some fast ones. Really thinking of the ball of my foot being the thing that's not, if any, actually. If you have a sprinting background and you watch my content and you have advice or ideas, feel free to drop it in the comments. I am all about learning. All right, so here's some fast ones. Hey, you gonna come? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Get off, man, stay in your lane. Okay, and back. It's called kick and reach. Sprinting backwards is another term for it. Yeah, let's see it. That's good. High five. Nice. Let's go back. I'm thinking of pulling my knee up, keeping that foot flexed, not letting it drag. It should be pointing horizontal with the ground. All right. Then we're gonna do a little 1, 2, 1, 2, switch sides. Yeah, let's not play on those, buddy. Those could fall, and that could hurt real bad. Have the claw drill, working on that foot strike and that snap through. It's interesting. So the left knee is the one that's bugging me. It doesn't usually feel as snappy as that one. Hope the microphone reaches all the way down to my starting area. I have two 30 meters. These are still technically a part of my warm-up, but I like to put the spikes on because I feel like I prep better for my actual top sprints. So 230s, these tend to go rough, so I always keep my expectations minimal. Blech. That didn't feel what I wanted to feel, but gotta get better each one. It's the goal. Okay, on further review, speed was not great, but it was not bad. I'll take that. I really have to focus on, I don't really need to gain strength. I have a nice strength surplus. What I need is to learn to channel some of that strength into my speed, just developing it. That's why Olympic lifting only once, maybe twice a week. On days I sprint 3 times a week, I'm only gonna probably once. Otherwise, it's just like I start defeating the purpose of what I'm doing. Also, one interesting thing I have found about sprinting is the dosage that you do is actually extremely important. If you do too much, you will no longer be anaerobic, you'll be aerobic, which defeats the purpose, and you're just wasting your time. So. That was good. That was much better. That one felt way better. Didn't pop up too soon. My stride, my cadence felt very even. The first 15 yards of the day, trying not to primarily focusing on that drive. Interesting little tidbit is I probably spend more time in my driving phase than any other part of the sprint. So if you want to get faster, you got to improve that. 3, 2, 1, go. Felt okay. Better than most of mine from last week. Upon review, not bad, not great, not terrible. Really just need to think my arms, getting my arms, staying low, driving with my quads. Got big quads, I need to learn how to use them. 3, okay. Watch out, hey. Watch out. Okay. Noticed is I have a tendency to slow down before I actually hit the line. And that's not good. That's not how you go as fast as possible. Keep doing it. So this one, I'm going to shoot for that yellow line. That's where I'm going to mentally be thinking I'm at, you know? Okay. Really? The wife approves. Ready? You're gonna need to go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Run. Run, run, run. Like every time I think about a different cue, I end up neglecting another one. So this last one, that third one, my foot strikes were not as great. I was really reaching too. And I also think because of that, I did stand up too fast. So I'm just not going to think about anything on this one. Just see what happens. Just try to go balls to the wall as hard as possible, and hopefully there was something magical. Felt pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. All right, that was the last one. Next thing is just some broad jumping. Probably do some broad jump into some single leg jumps, and then a couple of triple broad jumps and call it a day. Forgot to bring my measuring tape, which is kind of a bummer because don't know how far you'll jump. But I'm not feeling insanely springy today, so maybe this is for the best. Just not measure and just instead try to beat each previous one. All right, let's start off with broad jump into two. One jump off my left, one jump off my right, whatever that's called. Broad into a double or triple or whatever. That felt clumsy. Okay. 6, 7, about 8 inches shy of 8 yards. Babies are starting to cry, so won't really get to do this as well as I would like to. Should have worn compression shorts today. Holy moly. Oh, that was much better. It's 8 and some inches. Be my third attempt. Just gonna do 3 attempts like this, and then I'm gonna do a couple of broad triples. Call it a day. Let's do this. Let's make some bounty magic happen. Sounds weird. Yeah, that was good. Actually, that was really solid. That was 8 yards and about the length of my foot. Size 15 shoe. That was pretty good. Yeah, definitely beat it. 9 and slightly over a half. That'd be really cool to hit 10 yards on this. Let's hit 30 feet today. Let's go. 10 yards, 30 feet. We can definitely hit this. Just gotta have the right mindset. For the children watching. Oh! Jeez. Literally like an inch off. I'm gonna do one more. Try to get it. Very short rest time. The wife just took the kids to the car. Baby girl needed to eat. Little guy needs a snack. So this is for all the money. Feel like I could hit 30 easy if I wore less clothes. But It's illegal. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. 30 and 4 inches, give or take. So it's later in the day, and I decided I was in fact going to clean. I only have like 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna build up to something heavy. This is gonna be very quick, short, just minimum dosage to just stay strong, keep that strength perky and vivacious. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Go up. Up. Let's go. Let's go up. Bam! Let's go, baby.